Have you said thank you once? This
A lot
entire
of
meeting?
times.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting,
today,
have you said thank
even
you?
I said a lot of times thank you to American people.
You have to be thankful. You don't have the cards. Then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. Let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any cards.
What began as an astonishing moment in history with Donald Trump and J.D. Vance sparring with Zelensky in the Oval Office led to America suspending all military aid to Ukraine and now appears to be pivoting towards diplomacy. In his address to a joint session of Congress, President Trump read what he called an important letter from Zelensky.
The letter reads, Ukraine is ready to come to the negotiating table as soon as possible to bring lasting peace closer. Nobody wants peace more than the Ukrainians, he said.
Trump's address to Congress followed Zelensky's social media post where he expressed regret over the spat and readiness to work under Trump's leadership for lasting peace. While this hints at a cooling of tensions, Zelensky stopped short of an apology, something that Trump's camp has demanded. European leaders rallied behind Zelensky, but NATO subtly urged him to find a way to mend ties with Trump. Meanwhile, Moscow celebrated the US aid pause, calling it a significant step towards peace. But what does this aid freeze truly mean for Ukraine's war efforts? By halting all US military assistance, including billions in weapons and supplies, the White House is pressuring Kyiv to sue for peace. This decision affects shipments initially approved under President Biden, including ammunition and vehicles. Since the war began, the US has pledged over $122.8 billion in military, humanitarian, and financial aid to Ukraine, out of which over $67 billion is in the form of military aid alone. The top 5 donors to Ukraine have roughly provided over $280 billion in assistance since the war began. The aid freeze mainly affects previously approved but undelivered assistance. With no new aid packages likely in the near future, Ukraine is left scrambling. US funds also help Ukraine pay its teachers, doctors, and government salaries, further complicating the crisis. At the same time, reports suggest that Trump's administration is exploring lifting sanctions on Russia. After the window to Washington froze, Zelensky received a warm welcome in London. European leaders have doubled down on their support following the US's aid halt. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer positioned Britain as a bridge between Europe and Washington, pledging unwavering support to Ukraine. Starmer even declared that the UK is ready to put boots on the ground and planes in the air if needed.
We will, of course, continue working closely with our partners in NATO. This is a moment for Europe, and we are ready to step up.
È una pace che non rimane. E questo non se lo può permettere l'Ucraina, non se lo può permettere l'Europa, non se lo possono permettere gli Stati Uniti.
The war in Ukraine is not only about Ukrainian independence, sovereignty, and territorial integrity. It is about European security, and it is about American leadership.
Without renewed US aid, Ukraine's military may face critical shortages within the next 6 months. Zelensky appears at a crossroad: either agree to a ceasefire on Trump's terms or risk mounting battlefield losses. His latest statement, while emphasizing gratitude to the US, also outlines an initial peace roadmap, including a prisoner exchange and halting air and sea attacks only if Russia reciprocates. For now, Ukraine and its European allies are keeping the country's guns firing, but Trump's warning looms large: come back when you're ready for peace.